Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Debasement Dad. I am Debasement Dad. I wanted to record a Christmas Eve going into Christmas morning video for you in talks of silver. Just how things are looking, what we can do differently as a whole unit, that type of thing. What we can expect, I think, from my side and what I'm hearing on the streets moving forward. But I wanted to give a live price update as of the recording of this video for you guys. We are at 11:59 and we just crossed over to midnight. That is a Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates the Christmas holiday and everything surrounding Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your families. I hope you guys have a lovely, blessed day. I'm hoping that myself, the 4 kids, and the wife can do the same thing. We have some outside family circumstances happening that hopefully don't play a role in that, but we'll see what happens when that time comes. That being said, at the time in the recording of this video, silver is at $72.12 spot price according to AppMax. That being said, you know what? I'm not even upset about that. It did not hit $73 an ounce when it did its last run up. So to pull back just a smidge down into the low 72s, not a big deal. I'm not heartbroken about that in the slightest of ways. Let's see, can I stack this? Oh, I was say, can I stack these 5 wide? Nope, it's not going to hold. All right, so we'll stack 50 ounces for you just for fun. Nope, that one's upside down, but there. We'll stack 50 ounces for you in a line just for some fun. But yeah, so we got some Silver Eagles. We like Silver Eagles in this house. My wife likes Silver Eagles. There's a tarnished one. Those are cool looking. What are you guys thinking? What do you think is I would love to hear comments from all over the country, all over the world, if you guys are watching from outside the States. What is your thoughts on silver? Like, what is happening here? I heard somebody say $75 in the next 6 days is not out of the question, which would just be absolutely mind-blowing to me. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if there's enough steam left in the tank with Christmas and all the spending happening on other things other than silver to potentially push it that high. If it does, great. If not, I'm not heartbroken. I've seen some gains this year that you cannot fake these gains. That's for certain. But something that I heard today, and that's what prompted me to want to make this video today and go into Christmas with you. People are not stacking silver to get rich. At least the ones that I know. I am not. My plan is to stack silver and hand it off to the kids. What silver is doing for me, though, is it's hedging against the deflating dollar. Personal opinion, I do not agree that. Let me see. Here's a Australian kookaburra. I like this one. This is a pretty coin. Let me see. Yep. So let's flip it over that way. That is a pretty coin. Where are my maples at? Do I have maples somewhere? That's a Canadian elk, it looks like, with Queen Elizabeth on it. Some state sovereigns here. What we got? Canada lynx. Looks like a lynx. Oh, Canada. Maybe another elk or a deer. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I got a bunch of Canadian rounds here. There's a tiger, it looks like. That could be a bobcat of some kind. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head, but some kind of feral cat. There's a wolf. I'm thinking it's a wolf. It kind of looks like my dog, my German Shepherd, but Canadian bear. So yeah, I guess, and then up there they are, the good old maple leaves. You can never go wrong with maple leaves, man. I'm telling you, they're a gorgeous coin. My wife, if she had her way, we would stack maples. She thinks they are the prettiest 1 ounce coin being minted. She just thinks they are just the most beautiful coin. That being said, let me see. Put some eagles up here, just so I'm from the States. Got to support my country. So there's that. The other thing I wanted to do was quickly, I want to throw in, I'll throw those in a minute. But yeah, I think, and this is off the cuff, I do not script my videos. I think that's the most authentic, real way to do a video. I don't want to read paper and sound like a robot, and I already have a deep enough voice, and I'm worn out all the time, so it sounds robotic. But just I want genuine on this channel is what I'm looking for. So, we'll eventually do maybe some stuff in a store, talking to some local guys. Maybe I'll sit down with my bullion guy if he agrees to it, and maybe we'll just talk it out. I don't know. We'll figure something out where we can talk about what he's seeing from his travels, what I'm hearing. Maybe there's some stuff that lines up. Maybe there's something that I didn't hear. I just told him about China's export ban on 1/1/26, where they're going to stop the banning of critical minerals. They particularly said silver. So I think we haven't even gotten to that factor yet. So I think Q1 of 26 could be a uh, pop off the top, and that's saying something because silver's up 130% this year. I don't see any reason why it can't get into triple digits next year. We'll talk about that in a second, but my wife's favorite rounds of maple leafs, I want to get those in there. I want to get a Merry Christmas out to you guys. I want to get a live price point as we went into Christmas. I'm hoping Santa comes by my house, and I'm hoping he drops off a couple of silver eagles. Just drop them out of the sleigh. You don't have to stop. Don't have to stop at my house. You can throw my kids' bags down. They've been good this year, and throw old Debasement Dad here a couple of silver eagles. Just have them land. Have them land in my chimney. I'll check my fire. I'll check my fireplace in the morning. Maybe there's some eagles in there. That'd be sweet. More maples over here. More random generic rounds there. 10-ounce bars here. You see the stack. I'm looking to potentially get a bigger buy again with my local guy here soon. It's probably going to be in January. Just when I commit thousands of dollars at a time to one single buy, I gotta make sure I have everything else covered first, daycare and the whole 9 yards. That being said, let me do it that way so you can see the maple. But the biggest thing for me right now is there's not one single factor driving this market. There's the retail investors, the U's and me's of the world. They are driving demand. People are seeing all-time highs on silver and just wanting to grab an ounce or two. But if they're a new buyer and they haven't bought anything before, that 1 or 2 ounces for a new buyer is 2 less ounces on the market. And now you multiply that, and you can see where, some math higher than me in my math education can start to have a waning effect on the markets. Then there's the industrial side of things. There's the data centers, the solar panels, the car batteries. Samsung's solid state battery needs over a kilogram of silver, and that's just the battery component for the new batteries that are going to be like 900 kilometers, 600 miles, charge in like 9 minutes. That's awesome. I have an electric car. I have a Subaru Solterra, so I know a fast charge would be beneficial to have. My wife actually has that car. It's for her driving to work and saving us fuel money. But ideally, I mean, I can see where that would have a tremendous use case. And I know the other countries outside of the States are definitely pushing for it. So there's more demand even outside of us. I think us adding critical silver to the critical mineral list was beneficial for the price. Copper's also seen quite a run up. Platinum is just going absolutely wild right now. I picked up 1 gram for $75 and it's almost doubled. It's just a single gram. It's freaking crazy how high platinum's gotten. I don't think that one's slowing down either anytime soon. Um, being Debasement Dad, I have other assets that I hold on to. I showed you in the last video. I have magic cards, sealed collector boxes in particular. And then I also have, I sell cards on the side, my 5 to 9, just to help spur other things. I've also got some stamps. I use those for my card shop, but as I get a chance to pick some up and they're below market, generally I try to do that. Current market value is $78 on these, so every chance you get to pick up a roll for under 78, it is technically less you spend. There's some 23s, a bunch of 24s. I closed out 2 card shops earlier this year that were floundering. I picked up everything. I picked up their bulk mailers. I picked up their envelopes. I picked up their bubble mailers. I picked up their stamps. I picked up their cardboard. So I don't have just money in metal, but I definitely don't keep my money in the bank. I don't trust the banks anymore. 08 should have been my first clue, but I didn't listen then. And if they're going to use my money on a fractional reserve system, I'd rather use it myself and just not. I'd rather use it to spur something else. Like I said, I'm not using metal as a short-term quick flip. I don't even have a price point when I would sell. That's why I have no problem dollar cost averaging in right now, even with these highs. Because if it crashes, I get to buy more ounces for the same amount of money I was going to spend anyways. Silver crashing, if it was to crash, would not change how we're handling things. I confirmed with wife tonight that is the game plan. We will double down on our silver purchasing if silver drops. That's just us, though. I don't care about being in for 70 for an eagle or being in for 65 for an eagle or even 80 for an eagle. I wouldn't care because I see it being higher than that. But also, if it doesn't do that and it retraces or collapses, whatever, then we're just going to buy more and hold more. Because I think the industrial use with the deficit between what's being mined and what is being consumed is only getting started. And they're going to have to pull this consumption from somewhere, and it won't be my stack. I can promise you that. I am in it for the long haul. I love being able to go over to this case and just open it up and look at ounces of silver. I blows my mind. And looking at crypto, it's kind of a virtual, same concept. You can't say that 'cause it's behind computer screens and it's digits on a blockchain and ones and zeros. But I like where the idea of it came out, and it came out during the crash of 08, 09. So, I like where that idea is going, especially as things go more digital. But I think you got to offset it with some physical. You have to be able to physically, tangibly touch some of your wealth preservation. This is wealth preservation for me. As silver goes up in price, it's not the fact that silver is going up in value, it's the fact that the dollar or the local currency is going down. I think people don't understand that concept, and that is something that has been beaten into me by the 2 local store owners when we were talking. He goes, "Your $20 bill is still a $20 bill, but go to the store and try and buy your stuff now, and you can't buy the same amount of things in the cart. Your $20 is still $20 because somebody says it's worth $20. This 1 ounce. Actually, a perfect example is, $1. The United States Silver Eagle is denoted for $1. So you could go spend this as $1 if you want to of currency. Or because metal is beating deflation and beating hyperinflation and stagflation in the economies, the silver in that is worth $70+ an ounce, $72 an ounce. So just a little bit of rambling here. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are. I would like to know the general area of where you're from as well. Like when you're reporting on a comment, hey, I'm reporting from, Pensacola, Florida, or I'm reporting from, Delaware, or I'm from, Oregon, and this is what we're seeing on the ground. I checked with my local stores yesterday. I didn't call them today. I figured they'd be closed yesterday. The one store in Davis, the one store close to us where I live is starting to see 10-ounce bars move, and the other store that was my local main store prior to meeting my bullion guy, they still do not have 10-ounce bars, and their 5 ounces are starting to dry up. I think 10 ounces is the perfect sweet spot between heavyweight and quick liquidity. It's a nice middle ground. Obviously, you can't be an eagle or a maple for quick liquidity. You can't. Well, I hope I don't spill them. But yeah, you can't beat these two for quick liquidity. Just it is what it is. But the silver stacker, if you can, or a silver 10-ounce bar, if you can get it to move, it's a big chunk quickly. I mean, it's more than a car payment. So, anyways, Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know where you're, general idea of where you're from and what you're seeing on the ground. Also, if you have a debasement strategy that I didn't cover in this video or my last video, go ahead and share it, man. Like we're a community here. I'm trying to protect my wealth preservation, and by me making these videos and exposing my metal stack to you guys on a video, in 6 months, this is only 6 months worth, a little bit over 350 ounces in 6 months. But just let me know what your plans are. What are you thinking? Like, are you debasing into something different? Do you have, you know, obviously, I got stamps, uh, I got cardboard, those are different types of fiat or paper, more cardboard than anything else. But yeah, I'm doing stamps and cardboard and crypto and precious metal. I wish I'd been doing it sooner, but money freed up a little bit earlier this year, and more is going to free up once the twins get out of daycare in September. So I'm just trying to count down until September when multiple thousands of dollars come back into the budget every month. Silver will explode in my household. I can promise you that. As long as silver stays under $200, I don't have to buy a 10-ounce bar for $2,000. That would suck. But anyways, give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna put it sideways so you can see it. Thumbs up. Like the video, share the video with your friends, your family, people interested in silver. Let's talk, man. Let's generate some chatter in the comments. If you have questions or if you have a comment and you don't want to put it on the channel, for some reason Gmail didn't give me the email address I wanted, but daddebasement@gmail.com. It's backwards of the title. So channel is Debasement Dad. Email is daddebasement, all one word, @gmail.com. So I'm looking forward to hearing what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking, what you're feeling. I'm really excited to hear what you guys are seeing on the ground when you're going to add silver to your stack, or are you trading silver? What's your GSR number? What's your number before you trade out to gold? I'm really curious to learn and continue to grow my knowledge and my experience, and then turn around and share that with the community. So let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate your video, or you watching my video, I should say. Jeez, this is why I should script. Authentic though, definitely authentic. Anyways, Merry Christmas. Silver's at $72.12 an ounce on Christmas 12/25/25, and let me know your thoughts. Thanks, guys. Debasement Dad out.